Hey guys, it's Maddie. So today I'm doing a vlog video. Now, first of all, I know in my past couple of videos I haven't been wearing makeup. I wear makeup daily, it's just a thing I do. I like it. It makes me feel like I feel pretty, but I also want to send the message that I also feel pretty without makeup on. So I want you guys to feel that way too. Beauty products are so much fun. I love playing around with different stuff and colors and things like that. I like trying different looks, but I also don't want to get to the point where I am scared of what my natural face looks like. So this is what my face looks like. And it kind of leads into something else I want to talk about. This is probably going to be a 15-minute video. Sorry guys, but I know some of you guys really like my just talking videos, so I have a little list. Okay. So, I went shopping the other day. I think I'm going to start a series called Tales of Plus Size Shopping because it was kind of funny. So, I went shopping the past weekend with my boyfriend. And I was so excited because my boyfriend works really crazy hours, so we usually don't get to go out a lot. But that weekend, he didn't have work and we just hung out and we had a lot of fun. And so, first day, which was Saturday, I think. Yeah, it was Saturday. It was, we went to IHOP, and I had this little crepe, one of the savory crepes, which I only had one. I'm going to talk about the food stuff later. Anyway, we went shopping. So first we went to the this little shopping center in Atlanta with TJ Maxx, and there's like a Toys R Us and all that stuff there. And so I'm in TJ Maxx, and I'm one of those people, like, when I'm shopping, I'm shopping. I'm in the zone. Like, I don't feel anything when people brush up against me. I don't notice, or when I brush up against people, sometimes I don't notice. I'm just, like, not self-aware. So all of a sudden I get this really strong urge to go to the bathroom. Oh my god, I have to like really pee, and I'm trying to rush to the bathroom. I'm like, where is it? So I throw the stuff down on the floor that I have in my arms. I put it somewhere and I start walking to the bathroom, you know, like where your thighs are, you have to be like clenched together. You guys, I peed on myself. I totally peed on myself. I was so embarrassed. Like, it wasn't a big thing. It was just, like, in my underpants. So, thank God, earlier that day, we had gone to Target, and I bought some underwear. So, I just changed my underwear. But I felt so bad. And my boyfriend are to the point where we are not really, like, there's not, like, a lot of privacy going on. So, when the bathroom's open, when I use the bathroom, I leave the door open, that kind of stuff. Like, we're that comfortable with each other. So, I told him, I was like, because he was like, what are you doing? Why are you taking so long? And I was like, I had an accident. So embarrassing. And so lame. Yeah, so, oh, you know what TJ Maxx has? They have these, you know, like those Ego bags? They have the cutest Ego bags ever. And they're only 99 cents. You know the bags that I showed you in my, what video was that? In my blog sale video? Those bags are so cute, and I have 3 of them, and it was $3 for 3, and they're giant bags, so if you want to go grocery shopping, if you're doing regular shopping, those are great bags to take. Eco-friendly, and they're really cute. Next what happened? Oh, well, you know, okay, so I was in Old Navy, and I was trying on this shirt, and I was so annoyed, because sometimes they'll put, like, linings, but instead of, like, putting a sewn-in lining, they'll have, like, a little slip dress underneath, and you just put, like, the little chiffon-y top or whatever over it. They had this, like, shirt that I thought was so cute. It was, like, a cream shirt, and it had this, like, ribbon design on it. It was so cute. Put that thing on in the dressing room. I was so irritated. One arm was up here. One arm was down here. I was like this, and it was not cute, so I just, like, popped it. That's so bad. I bought it. But I just popped one of the strings on it and, like, turned it around so it was upright. Ugh, I hate when they do that with their clothes. It's so annoying to me. Oh my god. And also when I was at TJ Maxx, some people are so rude to salespeople, and that is such an aggravating thing to me. First of all, I have some things that when I'm shopping, I just need these. I need a salesperson to say hello when I walk in the door. You have a job, and you don't have to follow me around. I'm not asking for you to hold all my things and, walk right next to me. I don't need a servant, but just say hello when I walk in the door. I'm like, that is so rude. And you're in the business of customer service, so why would you do that? It's just really annoying to me. So, sometimes people don't do that in stores, and it's really annoying. So that's one of my things. But the other thing is, if you're a customer in a store, don't be rude to the salespeople, or you're trying to insist that they take something back and do all that stuff. You don't have to be rude to them about it. If something can't be taken back, it usually just can't be taken back. You don't have to fight with them. I mean, I say, if there's something you want to take back, ask for the manager and say, I bought this, it didn't fit, I want to take it back. If they're being rude to you, that's when I think you can step up and say, I'm really not satisfied with the service that I'm getting from you guys, and I will not be coming back to your store. And I'd like the name and number of your regional manager. Something like that. But, if you feel like they're really being rude to you. But when you come in there with a sour attitude and stuff like that, people aren't going to want to help you. Because they're all people. And if you put someone in a bad mood, they're not going to want to do anything nice for you. So that's just my little note. My little embarrassing story. Do you guys ever feel like when you go into, a fancy store, you have to, dress up and look really, because I look so young, especially when I don't have on makeup, I don't like going in those stores. First of all, I never wear sweatpants out. I don't understand how people can just walk out like pajamas. Why would you? I just don't understand that. You want to look good. I feel like I don't look good in my pajamas. At least not, good enough to be taken seriously outside. So anyway, when I walk into those fancy stores, I like to be taken seriously, so I try to dress up and put makeup on and do my hair and stuff. So I have to look nice. Oh, and don't you feel really, I'm talking so much. I feel bad when when you go into a store. I don't like asking people to help me unless I'm sure I'm gonna buy something, because I feel like I'm really wasting your time. In Nordstrom's, they work off commission, so I feel like when they're helping me, I know I'm not gonna buy anything, so I always just tell them up front. I'm I'm just browsing, so I don't want you to help me with anything, because I'm not planning on buying anything today, or I haven't decided if I'm buying anything yet, so I'll let you know. I always do that. So let's transition to yesterday. It's been snowing for the past couple days here in Atlanta, and when the snow starts to melt a little bit, but then it freezes at night, so there's this coat of crunch on top of the snow. So me and my grandma decide we're getting a little stir crazy because we've been in the house for 2 straight days. We decide we're going to drive up to the grocery store. Driving there is kind of a nightmare. She starts to, because when you're coming out of the main street, when you're getting onto Chamblee Tucker from my neighborhood, it's there's this really high, what's it called? A really big dip, so, a hill. So we're going down the hill, and the car starts to slide a little bit on the snow, so we're freaking out, so my grandma just stops. And then, the police come, and they stop everybody, and so, because, everybody's, at a complete standstill, so then we start going down, and we turn in, and then we finally get to the grocery store, because it's super icy, and everybody's driving, a mile. It's a mile an hour. Everybody's just, kind of creeping along. So we finally get to the grocery store, we get our stuff, and we decide to go home. But my grandma and me are like, well, maybe we shouldn't take the way where you have to go up the hill, because if we start sliding back into traffic, that would suck. So we decided to take this back way to get to my house. So taking the back way, first of all, we get stuck on a hill, because when you're going on a hill and you're on ice, you're supposed to, where you have your traction, your momentum, you're just supposed to go and keep going. You're not supposed to stop, because if you stop, you get stuck, and you can't get traction, so you won't be able to move anywhere. So my grandma and I were driving, and we're going up this hill, and we end up stopping, like somehow we stop and the car starts to slide back, and then we get stuck on a curb, and so this guy comes out, he's like pushing the car off the curb, and finally we get off the curb, so we turn around and we go back down the hill and we go another way. Then we go another way and we get back off the hill. Mind you, when we got stuck on the curb last time, I'm like beating the snow, beating the ice, trying to get down to the snow so we can get some traction in the car. And I'm freaking out because I really don't want to walk home because it's cold and I don't have on the right outfit to walk home. I had on tights and like a sweater dress, so I wasn't dressed to walk home. So we get stuck again on another street, and we end up having to walk home. So we're walking and we're trying to only step in the really snowy patches or the bare patches. I thought I saw a bare patch and I stepped down on it. I totally bit it, hit my knee on the, because you know when you're like falling and you feel yourself falling, and at first you try to catch yourself with your feet and then you realize you can't, then you try to catch yourself with your hands and you're just falling and you can't do anything. That's the situation I was in, and there was nobody outside to see me, thank God, because then my ego would have been hurt too, but oh my gosh, it was just embarrassing. And it was so hard to walk because the snow was high and it had that ice on it. So you had to like, you know, step really hard into the ground. And my grandma was with me and I was just stepping, like stomping, trying to like break up the ice so she could step behind me. And it was just a pain in the butt. And I think when the snow thaws though, I'm going to start walking that way because that's actually a good walk. If I felt like exercised after that, my heart was pumping. So the snow was over, thank God. We finally got to the house and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Okay, a little dramatic, but I was so happy to get to the house. Now, on a more serious note, I definitely want to bring back One Small Step, that thing that I was doing before, so drinking water, and I did get a new water bottle, and this is the one that filters itself, because the water at my school tasted really gross. And this is actually just from Old Navy. It's the Bubble, I think, or Bobble. I think it's Bubble. No, Bobble. I don't know. It's this one. It's at Old Navy. They have a bunch of colors, too, and it's cute. You just have to replace the filter every 500 bottles of water. I mean, 500? 200? Something like that. So anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that if you are a person who you're comfortable, you feel happy, you feel good, things aren't really hard for you to do like walking and stuff like that, I think that's great. I honestly think everybody should just be happy with their body. On a separate note, if you don't feel good, like if you don't feel comfortable, or if you get winded walking upstairs, I think that's where the problem comes in, not your size. I don't think size matters as much because if everybody's weight doesn't affect their health. Some people, their weight and their health have nothing to do with each other, or they don't affect one another. So I know I'm not as active as I should be. I know that. Like, a lot of times I'm in the house, and I just don't like that. I feel so much better when I'm outside and in the sunshine and moving and stuff like that. So I really think if you guys want to do this with me, I want to do like a little haul video where I show you what I've got. And I got some little tapes I can do because it's a little cold right now to do a bunch of outside activities. But I want to do a few videos, maybe on some recipes, like some little like meal planning, that kind of thing. Because once I came from boarding school, before boarding school, I was in really good shape. I was a size 16 or 14, 16. But I was just toned, and I could walk, I could do a little running and feel comfortable and stuff like that. And I just want to get back to that point. I'm not trying to be Superwoman. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to look like anybody, like get down to bikini size or whatever. I'm not trying to necessarily lose weight. I'm actually just trying to feel good, feel healthy, be able to do things and stuff like that and not feel uncomfortable. But I think one of the first steps before you even start the whole losing weight process is to start to get to know yourself and to start feeling good about yourself. I think you should feel good about yourself at any size. I don't think your size really determines how good you feel about yourself, because even if you do lose the weight, you'll never feel good. You'll always want to lose more. You'll always want to do this. You should change and evolve as a person, but you shouldn't go crazy trying to get to this like idea of perfection. For example, Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson is beautiful. She's always been beautiful. She always carried herself well. She has confidence. She always got dressed up and doing all those things. She never seemed like she let her weight hold her back. Now she's lost weight and she's happier. She talks about there are so many things that I can do now, you know, that I really wasn't able to do before. I'm not talking about wearing a swimsuit. There are plenty of swimsuits. Swimsuits go up to a ton of sizes. So she was able to get into a swimsuit, do all those things, but there were some things that she felt like really physically hard for her to do. Like I think she wasn't like a big runner, like she couldn't really run. Those are things that I want to do that my size or my health right now is holding me back from doing. I don't even know if it's my size, but my cardio muscles are not strong. So that's something that I want to work on. I want to get my cardio muscles strong, and when you eat better, when you're not just eating junk food. Everybody likes junk food. Burgers, fries, those things taste good. They taste good for a reason. I think, though, moderation is important. In high school, especially when I was at boarding school, it was really hard for me to get a lot of nutritious food, so I gained a lot of weight. But before, just around my house, we don't have a lot of packaged foods. We just don't have that stuff available. But I feel good. Like, once in a while when I go out with my boyfriend, we eat out, you know, and that's fine. But also just, like, be aware. And even when you're eating out, be aware of, like, what you're eating out. Because I was reading this book called Eat This, Not That, which I'll show you guys. Those portions that they give you at some restaurants are huge, and you really don't know how many calories you are eating. And it is something to be aware of, the amount of calories you're eating to the amount of exercise you're getting. Because it's so related, and it can make you feel sluggish if you have, not sluggish. It's also part of why you might not be able to sleep very well at night if you have a lot of extra energy in your body that you haven't burned throughout the day, so your body's still trying to burn all that energy, but it can't just sitting around watching TV or whatever. So getting active, it's not just about losing weight or trying to look a certain way. It's just feeling good. It's fun to get out and do stuff. You know, even if it's doing yoga or something like more peaceful, stretching, you know, being in your head. That's the kind of things that I kind of want to do a lot of more focus on my channel. I want my goals, my resolutions for this year, or a few of them for you guys and for me, is to feel really great about yourself and to do fun things. I want you guys to have fun, and I feel like I can facilitate your having fun, coming up with activities for you guys to do, and things to try that are new that you might not have thought about before. And I will be testing out all my ideas, and maybe I can do like follow me around and show you, because I really want to go to this Chattahoochee River with my boyfriend, and you can there's this really long trail that you can walk next to the river. It's really fun. I did it when I was a kid, but I want to do it again. So anyway, that's enough for this video. It's super long. Oh my god. So I hope you guys aren't bored to death. I want to leave you with this thing real quick. I had this friend when I was at boarding school. Her name was Daphne. She was a plus-size girl. She was pretty heavy. She was heavier than me. And she always said something to me she was just this fabulous person. She would wear super high heels and always have really cute clothes on, and she would just be fabulous, and she didn't care what anybody thinks. She loved Beyonce and stuff. She was one of the people who inspires me so much. And she used to say, you don't have to be what people expect you to be. When you're a plus size girl, a lot of times people expect you to eat a lot of food and not be happy and, you know, look like you don't care about yourself and stuff like that. She's like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to let people put you in that sort of box. You can be whoever you want to be. So fat doesn't equal mean, nasty, ugly, all stupid, all those negative things. It just means you have a lot of extra energy on your body that hasn't been used. And maybe you need to use it. If you aren't doing anything all day, if you're just sitting around, you can walk outside your door and do stuff, you know? You don't have to sit in the house all day. And it's kind of depressing to do that because I know I do that a lot sometimes, and I kind of want to get out of the habit of doing that. So anyway, that's my little inspiration. Hopefully this is inspiring to you guys, and I hope the stories at the beginning were really funny. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Remember to message me here, and I love you guys. Bye.